Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well. So, this Wednesday is Earth Day, and this week we're going to be sharing some stories about Earth Day and recycling and all of the things that we can and should do to protect our beautiful planet. For this week, our weekly lesson is going to be focused on this book. It's called One Plastic Bag, Aissatou Ceesay and the Recycling Woman of the Gambia. This is a true story. It was written by Miranda Paul, and she was a teacher who visited Africa and went to the Gambia, and she noticed that a problem that she saw was garbage everywhere, and there were no garbage bins. And this is about one woman who came up with a way to solve that problem, specifically what to do with all of these plastic bags. One Plastic Bag, Aissatou Ceesay and the Recycling Woman of the Gambia. Naiwa, Gambia. Aissatou walks with her chin frozen. Fat raindrops pelt her bare arms. Her face hides in the shadow of a palm leaf basket, and her neck stings with every step. Warm scents of burning wood and bubbling peanut stew drift past. Her village is close now. She lifts her nose to catch the smell. The basket tips. One fruit tumbles, then two, then 10. The basket breaks. Aissatou kicks the dirt. Something silky dances past her eyes, softening her anger. It moves like a flag, flapping in the wind, and settles under a tamarind tree. Aissatou slides the strange fabric through her fingers and discovers it can carry things inside. She gathers her fruits in the bag. The basket is useless now. She drops it, knowing it will crumble and mix back in with the dirt. 4 goats greet Aissatou as Grandmother Mambe emerges from her kitchen hut. Hurry in before the rain soaks your beautiful mumba. Aissatou scurries in and Grandmother serves spicy rice and fish. Rain drums on the creaking aluminum roof. I broke your basket, Aissatou confesses, but I found this. Plastic, Grandmother frowns. There's more in the city. Day after day, Aissatou watches neighbors tote their things in bright blue or black plastic bags. Children slurp water from the tiny holes poked in clear bags. Market trays filled with minettes wrapped in rainbows of plastic. The colors are beautiful, she thinks. She swings her bag high, but the handle breaks. 1 paper escapes, then 2, then 10. Aissatou shakes sand off of her papers. Another plastic bag floats by and she tucks her things inside. The torn bag is useless now. She drops it to the dirt, as everyone does. There's just nowhere else to put it. Day after day, the bag she dropped is still there. 1 plastic bag becomes 2, then 10, then 100. Plastic isn't beautiful anymore, she thinks. Her feet step down a cleaner path, and the thought floats away. Years pass, and Aissatou grows into a woman. She barely notices the ugliness growing around her, until the ugliness finds its way to her. Aissatou hears a goat crying and hurries toward Grandmother's house. Why is it tied up? Where are the other goats? Inside, the butcher is speaking in a low voice. Many goats have been eating these, he said. The bags twist around their insides and the animals cannot survive. Grandmother Mambe's powerful shoulders sag. Aissatou must be strong and do something. But what? Aissatou's feet lead her to the old, ugly road. A pile of garbage stands as wide as Grandmother's cooking hut. Mosquitoes swarm near dirty pools of water alongside the pile. Smoke from burning plastic stings her nose. Her feet back away. Goats scamper past. They forage through the trash for food. Her feet stop. She knows too much to ignore it now. Holding her breath, she plucks one plastic bag from the pile. Then 2, then 10, then 100. What can we do? Isatu asks her friends. Let's wash them, says Fatima, pulling out some soap. Miriam grabs a bucket and Insha fetches water from the well. Peggy finds clothespins and they clip the washed bags on the line. As the bags dry, Isatu watches her sister crochet. Can you teach me? Yes. Her sister shows Isatu the stitches and then hands her a metal tool. Isatu's fingers busy themselves in, out, and around. Thank you, she says. Isatu finds a broomstick and carves her own tool from its wood. What is that for? Fatima asks. Isatu pauses. She and Peggy have an idea, but will their friends think it's crazy? Will the idea even work? Nervously, she explains the plan. One friend agrees to help, then 2, then 5. The women cut bags into strips and roll them into spools of plastic thread. Before long, they teach themselves how to crochet with this thread. So if you can notice, they're taking the plastic bag and they're cutting it into long strips, and then they're making a type of thread right out of the plastic bag so that they can crochet with it. And crocheting is kind of like knitting. How's it going? Asks grandmother. How is the work? Slow, answers Isato. Slow. Some people in the village just laugh at us. Others call it dirty. But I do believe what we are doing is good. So the women continue to crochet by candlelight, away from those who make fun of them. Until a morning comes when they will no longer work in secret. Fingers sore and blistered, Isatu hauls the recycled purses to the city. One person laughs at her, then 2, then 10. Then one woman lays coins on the table. She chooses a purse and shows it to one friend, then 2, then 10. Soon, everyone wants one. They're purses and bags made out of the recycled bags. Isatu fills her own purse with coins. She zips it shut and rides home to tell grandmother that she has made enough money to buy a new goat. When she passes by the pile of rubbish, she smiles because it's smaller now. She tells herself one day it will be gone and her home will be beautiful. And one day it was. The end. So again, that was a true story that takes place in West Africa. Right here, this is Africa. And it's really about how one person has the power to change the world. She had an idea and she went with it and she was able to change her community. So I have a few different options of activities for you today, and all of them are about recycling or repurposing something into something else. So go to my website for the directions, and then we are also going to have a special activity on Friday. You'll get more information posted in your Google Classroom and emailed by the principals. So we are going to all be going on a virtual field trip together. So I'm excited for that, and I will see you every day with a new story. And then next week, I will be hosting some Google Live Meets again so that I can see you again. But this week, look out for our virtual field trip on Friday. Okay, have a great day, everybody.